Hi everyone, this is Diane and I am attempting my second video. I found this really cute frog paper at Michael's. It's made by Cloud9 Design, and I decided that I would make a cute little froggy card. So I had this floral stem that I had picked up at Michael's, and I was even thinking about just throwing this away because I wasn't sure what I would do with these great big leaves. But then I got the idea that I could cut one off and maybe it would look like a lily pad for a frog. So that's what we're going to attempt. See how it comes out. So this is just the standard 8.5 by 11 cardstock that you cut in half to make an A2 sized card. And going to attach some green cardstock to that with my ATG gun. This stuff really sticks, so I'm trying to get it good on the first try. Then we're going to go with another layer of black cardstock. Just cut a little smaller than the green. And then we'll use the little froggy cardstock. And we'll layer that on top of the black, and that one again is cut just a bit smaller. Okay, as I was going through my stash, I decided to try to use some things I haven't used for a really long time. So I used my Colossal and I cut out this black oval. I'm going to put that on next. This is a card of using up what I have. I'm going to somewhat center that, hopefully. And then I wanted to pull this blue color out of the cardstock, so I cut a smaller oval out of the blue, but realized that ponds really aren't a very pretty clear color of water, so I took an old stamp I had that looked like, a pond puddle, and I stamped that with a pesto green Adirondack ink, and then I just inked around the edges with that and then tried to add a little bit of extra color in there to kind of muddy that up a bit so it wouldn't look quite so pretty, because I don't think pond water is usually that pretty. So I'm going to attach our pond water on. And there we go. Okay, next I found some stems on these pink flowers. I wanted to use these pink flowers for a project, and I thought, well, I could use this, maybe make something that looks a little bit like reeds or something in the pond. So as I was trying to hold them together to figure out how to glue them, I just grabbed my stapler and stapled them, and that seemed to work, so I think I'll just leave it that way. And I wasn't sure how to attach these, so I decided to try using a glue gun. I've never used a glue gun on a card before, but we'll see how that goes. And then I decided to take one of the little plastic stems. I took some tacky glue, and from about here up, I just covered this little stem with tacky glue. And then I added some Flower Soft. This is the nut brown color. I always take it out of the little container it comes in because it's so cram-packed into there. It's just such a tight fit that I like to loosen it up by putting it in a larger container. So this is the nut brown color, and then I just added that onto the glue, and then that's what I came up with. And I did that ahead of time so the glue could dry, otherwise it would take too long and it would be a mess. So we're just going to slide that in under the staple and probably attach it right about there. So let's see how well glue gun works on a card. Never done that before. I've got a million different adhesives, but glue gun is not one of the ones I've ever used. Okay, so we're going to put that there. And then we'll add our little leaf. Let's see how well hot glue does on this plastic. This leaf really sticks up, so I wasn't sure if any other adhesive would work that well on it. So we'll cover up our staples, attach our little pretend lily pad. Maybe we can pull these up a little bit. Okay, now that it's in there, attach the, get the glue gun off there. Okay, now I had a really old Sizzix die that I hadn't used in a really long time, and so I dug that out, and this was in my stash. I don't even know where I got this green. I don't know what it is. It's not adhesive. It's paper backed, but it's shiny on this side. So I cut the frog out of it, put a little piece of yellow back here to show through a little bit for the eyes, and just drew the eyes on with a pen, and then drew around the little detail with the pen just so it would stand out a little bit. But he's got to stick up a little bit because this card with the lily pad on it really is high up. So I need to add a little bit more of the mounting tape to pop him up a little bit more than he is already. So add a little bit more here. I think we're going to need another piece, probably 3 layers, just so he's high enough up from that lily pad. Get him really popped up there. Oh, that worked. Okay, so 3 layers worked. So now he's sitting on his little lily pad, and I'm not really sure what I'm going to use this card for yet, so I punched out this little tag. This is a Stampin' Up! Little jewelry tag punch, and it comes with this little set of words, and I'm not sure if I want to say for you or hello, or maybe even just write happy birthday on there myself. So we're going to just tie this on here for now, and I can come back later and attach it with some kind of wording on it once I figure out what I'm going to do. Alrighty, so we're going to pull this on and just tie it here to the little stem. I won't tie it too tight. That way when I decide to take it off later to add something to it, I can just pull it off. Okay, so we're going to trim that off with my Mickey ribbon scissors, even though this really isn't ribbon. And that's it. There's our Froggie card. Thanks for watching. Bye!